So for about 1.5 pounds of chopped meat, now in the chopped meat here, I'm using chuck chop. I know a lot of people use the mix. I don't like pork in my meatballs. A lot of people do. I'll go with veal meatballs any day or just a rich beef, and that's it. So again, it's about 1 pound, 1.5 pounds of chuck chop. I did some wet bread, 1/4 cup. I did 1 egg, about 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper to taste, and a whole lot of garlic powder. Here's the Parmesan. Like I said, I'm gonna cut this cheese, because I tell you, you know who else loves this cheese? Rocco, come here, boy. It's my boy Rocco. That's $20 worth of cheese right now. When you spill it all over the floor, that's quarters on the floor. Reggiano. If I break out the Reggiano and I don't give him any, he's pissed off, man. So him and I eat the Reggiano. I don't give him too much because it's salty, and he loves rigatoni. So we're gonna bring Rocco back for a meatball later, right? That's my boy. Like I told you once before, we like our cheese rough grind. I'm gonna dump in a nice amount of Parmesan cheese, and I'm gonna take a little sip of my Diet Coke, in the bottle, of course. And one thing I'm gonna tell you about when you mix the meatballs, that one thing I fondly remember as a kid, my mother would mix the meatballs, and for some sick reason, as a 10-year-old, I loved to eat the raw mix. It's like a steak tartare, so I would eat that. I would eat almost a whole meatball until my mother would say, "Stop, it's not good for you. You could get sick from it." But I still do that today. And after I mix the meatballs, I always taste it raw. I don't swallow it anymore because I don't want a tapeworm, because there's a lot of food for the tapeworm in here. I'd probably die before I knew that I had a tapeworm because I'm so fat down there. If you eat raw meatball mix, you might get a tapeworm, man, and who knows what else, man. There's coronavirus going on, so, let's stay safe out there, everybody. All right, I'll take those stems out. Okay, here we are. We're gonna get our meatballs ready. Do a little rough chop, Timmy. A little rough chop of the parsley, because we want to taste the parsley, right? A little too fine, it has no flavor. So we'll do a little rough chop here, and I'm going to put that in a meatball mix. You're generous with the garlic powder, right? So put a lot of garlic in there. Now, I've had so many good meatballs in my life. I used to work at this place up at the Culinary Institute, Italian restaurant. It was called Sal's Little Italy. Her meatballs were so peppery and so consistent, and I just loved the pepper in them. They were just, I don't know what she did. I still can't duplicate them. So we're going to do a little salt and pepper to taste. So just to go over this, we got a little wet bread. Like I said, we're going to be specific with this. I got some fresh parsley, 1 egg,